No appointment needed. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com.
These days, everything seems to be newer, bigger, faster, and sometimes tastier. Despite all the enhancements, changes, and upgrades, nothing beats the classics. That's why Houston's on Main and Milo is inviting you to their Chicken Fried Wednesdays. Wednesday evenings, enjoy an old-fashioned country chicken fried chicken or chicken fried steak with homemade mashed potatoes and gravy for just $9.99. Oh, and did I mention Wednesdays is also Kids Night? So bring the whole family down to Houston's on Main and Milo and get a taste of one of the classics.
Thank you again for keeping us strong and growing. From our family here at Houston's, the home of Milo's best wood oven pizza.
And we welcome you to the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show on 94.3 KNIA, and now joined by Indianola Activities YouTube. Thanks to Activities Director Lee Nelson for making sure we're on the air and sounding good via the YouTube stream. I'm Andrew Swanner, joined by Rob Hawkins this evening. Rick Wilson down in Florida. We sure hope he's having a good holiday so far, and we'll see him come 2022. But until then, Rob, we were talking a little bit earlier about what Indianola needs to do, and let's expand on that a little bit with our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game. And we were talking again, it's transition for me. This Indians girls squad not only has to make their shots, again, kind of that overarching key, but find the easy ones too, something that they've been struggling with over the last couple of games, whether that's started on the defensive end or whether that's just defensive rebounding and pushing it.
Absolutely. They have to take advantage of every fast break opportunity they get, especially when the shooting has not been as great from the three-point land. And they also have to reduce turnovers. They've had some turnovers that cost them in key moments. In the Lewis Central game a couple weeks ago, they definitely struggled down the stretch with some turnovers that were costly. And, you know, part of that was because they were not in their rhythm and taking the fast break opportunities. They took what Lewis Central gave them, and I think tonight Carlisle's going to try to take it to them, and that to me was one of the keys for Carlisle, is to slow the game down and make it a game of possessions. And when you do that, you limit the pace of that Indianola offense, and I think that's where Carlisle could benefit, and that's certainly a key for them, as well as for Carlisle to get offensive rebounds in the game as well, and to continue to get second chance opportunities, because their field goal percentage, 37% from the floor as a team. So there's a lot of opportunities for them to get misses. Indianola doesn't have a lot of height on the inside, and so it's just an opportunity that Carlisle could exploit. And when you do that, obviously, then you're limiting the possessions that the Indianola offense gets.
Well, and we were talking a little bit, my other key to the game is being in rhythm, and that doesn't always mean the shot's going to go in, but taking a good shot. Coach Jansen and I over the years, and I'm sure you've seen watching all these teams' games, has been their rhythm shooters. And how you get into that rhythm, I think, is obviously the big question for Coach Jansen. But he's talked a lot about passing up a good shot for a better shot, taking the best shot on the offensive end. And that's always going to be a work in progress. But I know we were talking about that rhythm. It's something that's so elusive and hard to find.
Yes, it is. And, you know, these girls, they work on their shot all year long, and they can be very prolific. But right now, again, they're just struggling, and I think they just need to slow down and, like Coach Jansen stresses, take that best shot opportunity. Nothing cures the basketball soul like putting the ball in the basket.
Absolutely. Those are our DeArmond Ford radio keys to the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. Well, we've avoided it for a long time, but tonight's game time temperatures presented by Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. We haven't avoided that. We've avoided the cold weather, and 26 degrees out tonight, and it is not feeling great, and a feel of 21 tonight with the wind chill. So you want to make sure that your furnace is working, and that's obviously with services from Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. No hidden fees, just one great price on plumbing, heating, and cooling services to keep you comfortable. We'll continue to have the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola basketball hosting the Wildcats of Carlisle tonight. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Ready for a non-conference clash tonight at Indianola High School. And we'll be back after this on Indianola Activities YouTube at 94.3 KNIA 8.
Hey Knoxville, People's Bank is now open and we want you to know. Community banking is back. I'm Bailey Nichols.
I'm Jake Crozier.
I'm Maggie Lovett.
And I'm Emily Wallace.
We're your new People's Bank crew. We are local, we are community focused, and we are here for you. Come see us at 413 East Main Street in Knoxville.
Knoxville is our hometown.
Professional, knowledgeable, and customer-friendly heating and cooling service. That's what Hines Mechanical has offered homes in Milo since 1984. As a family-owned company built on honesty, integrity, and loyalty, they pride themselves on getting the job done quickly and correctly 100% of the time. Hines Mechanical exclusively offers innovative, high-end Lennox HVAC products that run more efficiently and more reliably than the competition's. Give Steve a call today at 515-337-2074. Hines Mechanical, dedicated to providing you the highest level of quality and expertise.
Welcome back to the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. And Rob, just something we noticed now, looks like an early change to the Vintage Hills Assisted Living and Memory Care Facility starting lineups for Indianola. Looks like Jill Smith is going to get the start tonight for an already, I would say, thin Indian squad. We don't see Mara Bishop out there taking warm-ups, and we'll check with Coach Jansen, but obviously this Indian squad generally only goes about 7 deep, and when one starter's out, that's going to put a little bit more pressure, and we might have to ask some of the other athletes who would normally play JV on this squad to step up a little bit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see Jill doing a nice job this year, being the sixth one off the bench, and she's a great shooter. She shoots the three-point shot very well. She's tall and lean, can get some rebounds. She can push the ball up the floor. So Coach Jansen has a nice weapon in her, but it's certainly definitely going to hurt the Indians to not have Mara Bishop out on the floor. And like you said, hopefully we can get some more information on that.
Yeah, so we'll talk to Coach when that information comes up. He'll come up at the halftime of the boys' game later this evening. And there was also a birthday that we wanted to make sure we got out there today. Fill us in, Rob. A pretty special birthday. In fact, I believe the only member of the 1,000 Point Club I didn't get a chance to talk to the other night.
Yeah, Coach Busby celebrating her birthday with a game tonight. And while we were having a little coaches meeting, she actually pointed out the fact that 3 years ago on this date, Indianola played Carlisle in Carlisle, and I think it was the last time we played at their old gym, and Kendall Klatt hit a game-winning three-point shot to seal the game at the buzzer. And so Coach Busby hoping for a happy birthday present with a win tonight.
All right, so let's do tonight's starting lineups presented by Vintage Hills Assisted Living and Memory Care Facility. For Indianola, a quick change in the starting lineups. It'll be a junior, number 4, Emily Naughton, a junior, number 5, Jill Smith, a junior, number 13, Bryn Ortland, a senior, number 14, Lauren Blake, and a senior, number 34, Kinsey Johnston. For Carlisle, Rob, I know we'd kind of looked and just guessed what their starting 5 of, but we're both pretty sure about what that is.
Yeah, and looking, they've got all the girls, Isabel Noring, a junior, Sage Austin, a junior, Emma Pitts, a sophomore, Katie Keeney, a junior, and Kalia Freeman out there that have started every game this season. And
I believe that's correct. I was checking out the warm-ups as well. So tonight's starting lineups have been presented by Vintage Hills Assisted Living and Memory Care Facility. Vintage Hills of Indianola offers assisted living and memory care in beautiful apartment homes. Get the lifestyle you want with the services and amenities that will make your life easier at Vintage Hills of Indianola. That wraps up the Downey Tire Pros radio pregame show. Locally owned Downey Tire Pros, your home for hassle-free service in Indianola. Rob, any final thoughts before we get to the national anthem and the opening tip?
Well, I think, again, this is going to be a battle of what the Carlisle defense is going to give the Indianola offense and vice versa. What is the Indianola offense going to take from the Carlisle defense? And I think that's really going to set the tone for this game.
Yeah, and I think starting off in the right foot for both squads will be key for tonight as well. We'll take another short timeout. When we come back, it'll be the opening tip on 94.3 KNIA and Indianola Activities YouTube. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola hosting Warren County rival Carlisle in their home gym tonight, their last game of 2021.
Indianola is now hiring. Be part of a team that is 100% employee-owned and is currently celebrating 50 years strong in 52 countries. Who works for us? Moms, dads, uncles, aunts, race car drivers, video game players, dog lovers, cat lovers, happy people, friends, those looking for a career, and hard workers. Send your resumes to employment@cementech.com. You don't want to pick up garbage, but lucky for you, someone else does. Your hometown choice for garbage is TRM Disposal in Indianola. They offer dumpster and roll-off rentals for construction jobs, small remodeling jobs, or basement cleanouts. Seriously, you need to distress? Clean out your entire house, throw it in a dumpster, and let TRM Disposal pick it up.
This is Sarah with TRM Disposal, where we pride ourselves on being a local family-owned company with old-fashioned customer service.
There's more to a dealership than just sales and service. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, their experienced parts department has all the high-quality factory parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly, even when the cold weather comes. And if you're in the market for a new or used Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram car, SUV, or pickup, their top-notch finance department has you covered and can get you out on the road in the vehicle you're looking for quickly and smoothly. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Question: who's Indianola's largest internet provider? The answer? IMU Fiber. IMU Fiber has signed up almost 3,000 customers in the last 3 years for their fast, reliable internet service. Give them a call and a local person will answer any questions you may have about their second-to-none service. Fewer slowdowns, fewer interruptions, and inside of more homes in Indianola than any other internet provider. That's IMU Fiber. Bringing hometown values to broadband services, IMU Fiber is here for you now and forever.
Another wonderful rendition of our national anthem is in the books. We welcome you inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities at YouTube. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Rob, going to be a fun night tonight. We're expecting a contrast in styles, and I think this first quarter could be could be telling on how the rest of the game is going to go.
I definitely think that, the defense for Carlisle, they're going to set the tone for what this game's going to look like. If they can keep up with the horses that Indianola has and keep going up and down the floor and keep them contained in that zone, I definitely think this could be a low-scoring game. But if Indianola's able to get out on the break, then look out. I think they're poised to have a breakout.
Austin versus Blake to tip things up. And it is won by the Wildcats into the hands of Noring as she brings the ball across half court, defended by Emily Naughton. Splits it left side, Freeman, now into the hands of Katie Keeney. Back, swings it around all the way up top. They look to get the play down low. Layup is up and in, and a little bit too easy there for Carlisle as Keeney gets the easy two. And Indianola now runs their first offensive set against this zone. That seems to be the MO against Indianola. Jill Smith with the ball, top of the key. Now right side, Lauren Blake. Looks to be kind of a modified 2-3. Don't think they're playing that box and one right now against Lauren Blake. As Johnston gets the ball up to Blake up top. She'll take the three, in and out. No good, nearly went down. And Keeney with the rebound. Here comes Carlisle leading 2-0. About 45 seconds in. Dribbling left side, Keeney wants to go baseline, well defended by Blake, looks to go up top, and Indianola playing tight defense. Finally, they get it out into the hands of Austin. Swings it back around, dribbling left off a screen, and an offensive foul is going to be called against the Wildcats. And Rob, despite giving up that early layup, it seems like Indianola bringing the intensity on the defensive end.
Absolutely. They're moving well, and they're transitioning, and their rotation is good. A good help defense there, and I think part of that was helped with that offensive foul.
Freeman called for the offensive foul as the pass goes left side to Ortland. Indianola moving against this zone. Finds Smith up top, now Naughton right wing. Looking inside, back up top, Ortland. They have Blake on the inside, which I like because it'll help kind of suck that zone in as they get it up top to Johnston. Swings it around Jill Smith. Looking inside, setting screens, swings it across to Naughton right wing. Inside, Johnston into the corner. Blake thought about a three, dribbles left, goes into the lane, splits the defense. Layup is up and in, and Lauren Blake with a nice finish ties this game up at 2.
And that's what Coach Jansen was wanting, that movement in the middle and get that easy transition basket.
Here comes Noring, bringing the ball across half court, 6:13 and counting to go, quarter number 1. We're all knotted up at 2. Dribbling left side, Keeney, left-handed layup is up, no good. Great box out from Johnston, hands it off to Blake, and Indianola's on the move. Dribbling left side. Now going baseline, back up top, Johnston. She'll take the wide open 3, knocks it down. Nothing but net for Kinsey. And the Indians on a 5-0 run, 5:50 to go, quarter number 1.
And if Coach Jansen had to script out the offensive start, I'm sure he's pretty happy with that. And Kinsey's a great three-point shooter, and he's hoping he gets some more of that tonight. 3
really good looks so far, the only miss being one that went in and out from Lauren Blake as Naughton tips a pass out of bounds. Will be Carlisle ball, sideline inbound, 5:40 to go, quarter number 1. Indianola playing that lady-to-lady defense as the pass gets into Noring. Dribbling left side, and Indianola defending well out near the half-court line as Noring picks up her dribble, goes left side for Pitts. Pitts gets a screen, dribbles right. Deep 2 from Freeman is up no good, and Ortland with the rebound. And here comes Indianola again, have not allowed any offensive rebounds. Ortland into the corner. Smith thought about a shot, gets it back up top Blake, and the Indians reset after a brief push down the floor. Ortland on the wing, now swings it around, Naughton left wing, inside Blake. Thought about a jumper, kicks it back up, Ortland wide open for 3. Too short off the front of the rim, but the rebound is tipped from Johnston over to Naughton, out to Blake. She'll take the 3. Too short off the side of the rim again. Another rebound is tipped out off of Smith, and nearly a couple of shots at it. But again, Rob, good looks from the Indians. Got to put those down, but they'll settle for those.
Yeah, those are good shot opportunities, and eventually those are fall. What I'm really liking is the offensive rebounds. That's going to keep them in flow, and when you miss shots and you get another opportunity at it, as a coach, you're going to be happy about that.
So a foul is going to be called on Carlisle's Emma Pitts. That's her first, team second, and Indianola gets the ball. Again, they are really starting to clamp down on illegal screens, so Carlisle's lost the ball away from it, not nearly lost it, gets it out to Johnston for 3, knocks it down! Kinsey with 2 triples to start off this contest, and the Indians lead 8-2. Noring trying to answer it, gets it down low, nearly tipped away by Smith, but a shot is up and in from Keeney. Or no, excuse me, that is, I thought that was Keeney. We'll wait and see, but Carlisle gets it down low, and Blake goes right down the floor, gets the easy 2, and a McCoy True Value timeout taken down the floor with 4:32 remaining, quarter number 1. Let's do in case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. Indianola's Kinsey Johnston with a couple of threes, Rob, and they've been looking to get her going, and that's a really good sign.
Yeah, they've been moving the ball. They've got good spacing. They're making that zone really work, especially up top, the 2-3 zone, and both defenders up at the top are really having to cover a lot of ground because the Indians are moving the ball effectively.
And getting shots inside from Blake, and when you're hitting those threes, it makes that shot inside from Lauren seem so much easier. Well, let's take a look at the road ahead. That's presented by Good Samaritan Society of Indianola. For the Indians, it's easy. We're off for the rest of 2021, and then it's Grinnell to start 2022 in what should be a really fun matchup, hosting the Tigers January 4th. So we'll be here for that game. That's a look at the road ahead, presented by Good Samaritan Society of Indianola. So when it comes to your road ahead, think of Good Samaritan Society, where their professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bring you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person, mind, body, and spirit. 4:32 left to go in the first. Indians raining it down from outside and lead 10-4. Carlisle ball, length of the floor to go. Noring dribbling right side, breaks the press with a dangerous pass, and it's fumbled by the Wildcats. Ball's on the deck. Johnston comes up with it, and another turnover forced by Indianola as Blake gets it over to Naughton. and the Indians reset their offense. Blake right wing. Cross-court pass, Naughton. Ortland. Backdoor finds Blake underneath. Back out Ortland. Thought about a shot. Dribbles it inside. Kicks it into the corner. Smith. She'll take the three. That one's off the back of the rim. No, but Naughton tracks down the rebound. And Indianola with another chance. 4 minutes to go in the first. Naughton top of the key. Goes left to Blake. Looking inside. Can't find anything. Fakes it. Now gets it up top to Ortland. Swings it around Johnston right wing. Indianola being patient with some movement. Back up top, Naughton. 3:45 to go in the first. Over left side, Jill Smith again. Back up top, Johnston. She's had the hot hand so far. Now right wing, Blake. Carlisle seems to have adjusted here as they get the ball down low to Johnston. Into the corner. Ortland wide open for three. Knocks it down. And it's starting to rain in the Indianola gym as they lead 13-4.
And that ball movement is exceptional.
And Noring dribbles down, and it looks like the first whistle against the Indians will be called against Lauren Blake. And they'll call it against, Blake. And we see substitutes for Carlisle with 3:21 remaining in the first. As Brooke White comes on for Carlisle, a freshman averaging just over 4.5 per game, as Naughton just blanketing Noring right now, tips it into the backcourt. Noring grabs it, crosses over, but Naughton is right there. Noring just can't go anywhere with it. Now dribbling left, has to give it up. Great defense from Naughton at the point of attack. Gets the ball over right side. Now back left into the hands of Austin. Austin looking. Swings it around right side. Carlisle in their black and red and with a yellow trim uniforms as Brooke White gets it off into the corner. Now back up to White. Swings it around Keeney. Keeney back to Noring. And tipped away by Naughton. Naughton with a one-on-one down the floor. Nearly lost the ball. Hits the deck. And some sort of whistle is going to be called. And Coach Jeff Jansen calls for a McCoy True Value timeout. Naughton seems okay, but Rob, that's why she wears the knee pads.
And that is a requirement of her mom, from what my understanding. And Emily's just playing great defense on Noring. Noring just cannot even move the ball. She's face guarding her, and it's a very effective defensive method. And Emily's so quick. She's a state competitor in cross country. So she definitely has the stamina to play that kind of defense the entire night. And if that's the case, Noring's going to be very tired at the end of this game.
Going to be pretty miserable. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Indianola on a 13-2 run after the Wildcats got things started with a layup. 2:45 left to go in the first. Indianola with one team foul. Carlisle with two. Over the top pass finds Blake. Blake out at the elbow, dribbles left, kicks it into the corner for Ortland, and just a little bit of miscommunication there, and I believe the first Indians turnover of the night.
Yeah, just a little miscommunication there. She thought that Ortland was going to move up to the top of the key.
So thrown out by Blake, but again, a good offensive play, or at least a good idea, as Noring has it at the top of the key. Again, blanketed by Naughton. Dribbling right side, crosses over. Nice crossover, goes into the lane, kicks it down low, and I think that was tipped out by Blake or Smith, but it will remain with the Wildcats, and it will be Carlisle ball underneath their own basket.
The Indians with a very aggressive defensive look tonight.
And Naughton just kicks it out, and it just has to be frustrating for Noring right now, just knowing that everything you do is just going to be really tough at this point with Naughton all over. Throwing the ball inside, and they're going to have an offensive foul on the Wildcats again. That's three now on Carlisle. That's on Keeney, her first. But Carlisle is creating space, and the referees are really not allowing them to push around the defenders to try and create that space.
Yeah, they're making it clear what kind of game this is going to be tonight.
2:20 to go in quarter number one. Indianola leads 13-4. Ortland with the ball into the corner. Cross-court pass finds Naughton at the top of the key. Looking for Blake inside as Carlisle switched. Looks to be a 1-2-2 now, and that's kind of what we expected talking about in the pregame. And even if anything, a box and one against Lauren Blake now as they're really paying attention to her. Pass gets inside Smith, in and out of her hands, and the Wildcats come up with it. Ball's on the deck. Smith goes after it, but here comes the Wildcats quickly getting down the floor into the hands of Noring. Nice play by Brooke White, the freshman for the Wildcats. Driving inside, Keeney, layup is up, no good. Blake with the rebound, and Indianola is off in transition. Dribbling left side, out to Johnston. She's had the hot hand for three, and that one's short, no good. Long rebound will be tracked down by Johnston up near the eye at half court. Blake into the corner. Ortland, she'll take the three. knocks it down, and Britt Ortland with a pair of triples, and the Indians lead 16-4, a minute 23 and counting to go in the first. Hustle play from Kinsey Johnston, saving another 3 points.
Absolutely.
Keeney with a nice left-handed drive into the lane. Layup is up, no good. A lot of contact. Wildcats get an offensive rebound. Pass gets out. Deep three for Carlisle's up, no good. And Jill Smith with a good rebound will have it picked up. Indianola, again, leads 16-4. 1 minute to go in the first. And they have the ball against this zone defense from Carlisle.
And Carlisle's transition to a 1-2-2 zone.
Dribbling right side, Smith. Into the corner, Ortland. Down low, Blake on the block, double teamed. Back out, Ortland. She'll take another three. Knocks it down. And Britt Ortland has found the range. And the Indians lead 19-4. Noring dribbling down the floor. Cross-court pass. Now into the corner. White, her three-point bucket. Too strong off the back of the rim. Blake with another great rebound. 30 seconds to go in the quarter. Ortland dribbling right side. Nice wraparound pass down low to Johnston. Layup is up and in. And Johnston has 8. And the Indians lead 21-4, just what we wanted to see, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Christmas is coming early in this first quarter.
Austin has it for Carlisle, 12 seconds. Dribbles left and travels. Tried to pick up her left foot, and her right foot just dragged a little bit. And something we should mention, Rob, Indianola has not made a substitution yet in this game either. Wondering how long Coach Jansen will run with this same 5.
Yeah, with not having Mara Bishop out there tonight, he's forced to make some adjustments in his rotation. But
cross-court pass, sorry, Rob, that goes to Blake and out of bounds with just 3.5 seconds to go. Sorry, continue your point there.
With the lack of rotation, it will be interesting as the game wears on, especially with this pace of the defense, because they're working hard on defense.
Should be the final play of quarter number 1. Right into Johnston, layup is up and in off the inbound, and that will do it for quarter number 1. Indianola puts on a clinic. Leads 23-4. We'll be back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth after this on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube.
Ever get tired of everyone advertising rates like it's all they have to offer? Like auto rates.
3.09 APR, 3.94%, 4.72%.
Greater Iowa Credit Union is more than just rates. Greater Iowa supports local organizations, awards thousands in scholarships and classroom grants, and volunteers in our community. But in case you're wondering, they have great rates too. Current auto rates are as low as
1.99% APR.
Learn more at gicu.org.
At Downey Tire Pros, we love the drive. We know it's not just about horsepower and cargo capacity. It's about the miles driven, the time shared, and the songs sung. Life is lived best in motion, ready for any adventure and facing every turn head on. Downey Tire Pros will help keep you on the road with a full lineup of Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. With Downey Tire Pros by your side, you can continue to explore the unfamiliar. That's our promise to you. Visit us online today. Downey Tire Pros, we're more than just tires.
Welcome back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner. Indianola girls basketball leading 23-4 to begin quarter number 2, and it's Indians ball to begin the second. Pass gets down into the corner to Lauren Blake. Blake had 4 points in that first. That was led by Bryn Ortland and Kinsey Johnston. Smith into the corner. Back to Smith, wide open for 3. She'll take it off the side of the rim. No, Johnston with a great rebound. Putback shot is up. Too strong, maybe altered by the Wildcats. And 30 seconds gone by into the second quarter. Indianola already with an offensive rebound and a good look. Pass gets right side. Carlisle dribbling left side. Keeney now swings it back around. Brianne White, 3-pointers up and in. And Carlisle gets the scoring started in the second quarter, much like they did the first.
Carlisle bringing back a 1-2-2 zone. Indians still moving the ball really well, getting that movement in the middle that Coach Jansen wanted.
Ortland dribbling left side finds Naughton. She has an open look. They go inside to Blake. Shot fake, dribbles left, back out Naughton, but Blake threw it into a Carlisle defender and is picked up by the Wildcats into the hands of Emma Pitts. Pitts brings the ball across half court. Deep 3 is up. That one's off the back of the rim, and Blake grabs the rebound with 6:40 to go, quarter number 2. And Indianola's on the move again. I thought about a double dribble there from Blake. I think the Indians got away with one there, but Blake quickly recovers and sets up their offense. Ortland has it top of the key. Naughton in the middle. See Smith on the wing. Into the corner. Johnston, she's had the hot hand. too strong off the back of the rim. Ortland skies for the rebound and knocks it out of the hands of the Wildcats, but it goes out of bounds. And Rob, again, have we seen the Indians take a bad shot yet or a forced shot? Because I don't think so.
No, they're doing a great job. Their ball movement is the best I've seen in about 4 games from them. They are moving actively without the basketball.
23-7 is our score, putting on a three-quarter court press. Dribbling right side, Carlisle gets it up to Noring. Noring, left side, Keeney. Keeney dribbling in. She's been their top player so far, dribbles to the hoop, and layup is up no good. And the junior, averaging 11 points per contest, has 4 already, but the Indians grab the rebound. Pass gets down low. Johnston has it knocked out of her hands, and she thought it should have been Indians' ball, but Carlisle is the whistle from the referee right there, and Indianola turns it over. Pretty rare so far in this contest, and have yet to score. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Pass gets up, Keeney. Now dribbling right side. Severs now into the corner, and a foul is going to be called against the Indians. No, it's on Noring, excuse me. They get Noring out of control. 4th offensive foul on the Wildcats in this contest. That's the only 4 fouls that they have. Indianola with just 1 team foul, 5:45 to go in the first half.
I don't think I've seen it where all the team fouls have been offensive.
Me neither, says Naughton gets the ball down low, or tried at least, before it was tipped up and out of bounds by the Wildcats. Indianola ball underneath. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford. It'll be Indianola ball underneath, leading 23-7, 5:37 to go, quarter number 2. Bryn Bishop into the game for the first time. Pass gets out, and Noring will foul Naughton, and there's our first defensive foul called by the Wildcats. That'll be the second on Noring, and we'll see if Carlisle makes a change here, and it looks like they will. Try and protect their junior guard, averaging 9.5 points per game, from getting her 3rd foul.
And Carlisle has switched back to a 1-2-2, and they are bringing some serious defensive pressure as well here in the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, and they're really trying to stop this up-top game from the Indians. With on-ball pressure, Blake drives inside, puts up a floater off the front of the rim. No, and Keeney with a rebound, and it's been tough for the Indians in this second quarter. They still have a healthy lead as Keeney drives inside, puts up a floater. That one's too strong. Long rebound in the hands of Bishop, and Bryn gets it over to Lauren Blake, but alternatively, it's just 3 points for Carlisle as the Indians turn it over again, and here come Pitts. Dribbling left side, White. White cross-court pass. Keeney sets up the Wildcats offense. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Indianola scoreless in this second quarter. Again, after putting up 23 in the first. Nearly lost it. Severs goes into the lane. Left-handed layup is up and in.
Nice layup. Carlisle having trouble getting the ball in the middle, but right there they were able to take advantage of a defensive breakdown.
Naughton gets the ball into the corner and now tries to do an entry pass to Johnston, and a foul is going to be called against the Wildcats. Should be the 6th team foul. That's on Keeney, her 2nd. And all of a sudden, a couple of Carlisle's leading scorers, each with 2 fouls.
Yeah, they're going to be in trouble if they try to keep up this defensive intensity and keep getting fouls.
Pass gets over to Blake, wide open for 3, knocks it down. Lauren Blake now with 7 and puts the Indians on the board in the second quarter. They lead 26-9. Over the top pass, breaks the press to Severs. Severs now loses the ball, and Blake comes up with it. Indianola on the break, right side. Looking inside for Smith, right there, but tipped up, goes right to Johnston. Her putback shot is up and in, and Kinsey Johnston already with 12 points. Averages just about 3 per game, Rob, but definitely capable, just not a lot of shots on this talented Indian squad.
Kinsey's doing a great job getting up and down the floor, and that's really showing. She's had a couple easy rebounds and quick baskets. Dribbling
inside as Pitts goes straight to the hoop and is going to be fouled. And this will be the game's first free throws already halfway through the second quarter. That's on Johnston, her first, team 2nd of this second quarter. Definitely want to make them earn it, especially with not a lot of foul trouble on the Indians. And Pitt's free throw is up and in. Ortland comes back into the game, and Johnston takes a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, they're going to need her in the second half to keep up that pressure, and so hopefully they can figure out a rotation that's going to work for the Indians.
Second free throw, no good, but Noring grabs the rebound and gives Carlisle another chance. Keeney now on the sideline, gets it back up top, hits, shot fake, dribbles right side, goes right to Jill Smith, and a whistle's going to be called, and an offensive foul's going to be drawn by Jill Smith. And Coach Jansen helping the ref out on the sideline with the call, begging for it, eventually granted it.
Everybody in the gym called that.
I think you're Carlisle, you're kind of wishing, hoping, closing your eyes, hoping that one's not going to be called against you, but that's the 7th team foul on the Wildcats. Again, offensive, doesn't lead to free throws, but that's the 2nd on Pitts. Dribbling right side, now Blake has it up top, Ortland. Swings it around, Jill Smith, left wing, and Indianola against this 1-2-2 zone. Into the corner, Ortland tried to get it inside to Bryn Bishop, but it's tipped up and stolen away by Noring. Noring dribbles it back out and resets the Wildcats offense. Pitts, she'll take the wide open 3 off the back of the rim, does not fall, and the rebound will be off of Smith and out of bounds in traffic. And that's always a tough call because you know that she's fighting with the other players, but she did tip it out, and I think they got it right.
Yep, they gave her the benefit of the doubt there, and that was a nice, both players going for the ball.
3:10 left to go before halftime. Pitts dribbles left, kicks it out. Keeney has to go grab it. Now up at the volleyball line, top of the key, dribbling right, goes right to the hoop. Layup is up and in. And Katie Keeney with a nice job so far. Under 3 minutes to go before halftime, and Carlisle starting to dig into this lead. They're actually outscoring the Indians in this second quarter. I have it 8-5.
Keeney's baskets, both of them have both been strong takes to the basket.
Naughton hands it off to Ortland, top of the key. Now right side, Naughton looking into the corner, finds Bryn Bishop. She's wide open for 3 off the side of the rim. No, Noring with the rebound and starting the break for the Wildcats. Cross-court pass, great look over to Pitts. Shot is up and altered by Naughton, but Noring grabs the rebound, and she's going to be fouled with 2:27 to go. And it looks like Carlisle, maybe with a little momentum here, Rob, has maybe found what their success is. Unfortunately, they dug themselves a big hole.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we're seeing now is their defense is really pushing their offense. They're actually getting the ball out up across the floor and getting across that timeline before the Indians are getting back.
Noring makes free throw number 1 as we see Kinsey Johnston come in. And Brandon Bishop will take a seat. And this being the last game before a nice break, I think it is a good time, if there ever was one, and there's not ever a great time for it, as Noring makes free throw number 2, to have a shorter rotation because you're not saving them for anything at this point.
Absolutely. They're going to get some time to rest and eat some Christmas turkey or ham and rejuvenate.
For some of us, a lot of Christmas turkey and ham. Naughton with it, top of the key up to Blake. And again, being very patient, right side Naughton. Back up to Blake, swinging it around. Carlisle actually defends that. Now they get it over to Ortland. Setting up the offense. A lot of standing still now, Rob, after we saw some great ball movement early on, and that's maybe what's stagnating this Indians offense as they turn it over again as it gets into the hands of Austin, who finds Noring.
I think fatigue is going to start setting in a little bit when you're playing only six female rotation here.
Yeah, pass gets inside to Keeney, but it's stolen away by Ortland, and Indianola returns the favor on the offensive end. Not on top of the key, and travel. Just a little bit extra hop step there. I think she thought maybe Smith would be cutting inside, but miscommunication, and a McCoy True Value timeout's going to be called on the floor. Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 1:36 to go before halftime. Indianola leads 28-14. They are trailing in this second quarter, however, 11-5. The offense a little bit hard to come by, and that's a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. They're getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com. And Rob, we talked about fatigue in that first quarter. They put out a lot of energy both on defense and offense, and that's just hard to sustain with a shorter rotation.
Yeah, the Indians, that's the hardest they've worked on defense all season, and it definitely yielded results in the first quarter. But like you said, now there's a lot of standing around, and they're trying to catch their breath a little bit. And I don't know how much they're going to be able to keep that up going into the second half.
Well, hopefully they can survive this first half because Carlisle, with all the momentum right now, again, outscoring the Indians 11-5 in this second quarter after trailing 23-4 at the end of the first. And it'll be Carlisle ball. Length of the floor to go on a sideline inbound. Pass gets into Noring. Minute 33 and counting, quarter number 2. Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show coming up as Noring gets the ball left side. Keeney swings it around for White. Now back up top, Pitts. Right side, Keeney. Thought about a deep 2 or 3. Now gets it inside White. Back up top, Noring. Good defense by the Indians. Shot fake. Noring goes around Naughton. Pass is tipped up, and I think Johnston got a hand on it. Couldn't quite get it cleanly, and it's out of bounds. Carlisle ball.
I will say on the defensive side, Indians are rotating nicely on help D.
Noring looking to pass it in. Over the top pass, finds Keeney down low. Turnaround shot is up. That one's too strong. Noring with an offensive rebound, however, loses the ball, and it's going to be whistled and fouled by the Indians with 1:08 left to go in the second quarter. Again, you might as well, with just 2 team fouls, don't allow anything easy. You can play a little bit aggressive here.
Yeah, and I think that Emily had a nice foot out of bounds there, made her go around her, and ended up, it looked like a foul.
Pitts dribbling right side. Picks up her dribble, has to go back up top into the hands of Austin. Under a minute to go in quarter number 2. Dribbling right side, Austin. Back to Pitts. Fakes right, goes left. Up at the elbow. Crosses over. Ortland staying in front of her. And Naughton comes from behind and snags it. And if they were going to whistle Naughton here, that's going to be really tough. It is, and that's her second. And that's a rough one there. It looked like she had the angle to come behind and snag that ball.
Yeah, that's definitely not a foul you want to pick up. You're hoping to get her into the half with just 1 foul.
45 seconds to go. Pass gets left side for Carlisle as they reset. Now back up top, looking inside Emma Pitts. Picks up her dribble, finds Austin. Now Keeney dribbling right at the hoop. Cross-court pass, Pitts. 33 seconds and counting. Pitts into the lane. Layup is up and great take. Emma Pitts makes her first field goal, and Carlisle gets it down to a 12-point lead.
Carlisle not afraid to take the ball onto the inside, and they're going to go straight to the basket every time with it.
The lead was as much as 19. 15 seconds to go. Lauren Blake holding for the final shot. A couple of Carlisle substitutes waiting to come in. I don't think they're going to see some time this half as pass gets left to Smith. Now back up top, Blake. Cross court. Blake, 3 seconds. Shot fake. Pulls up. Takes the deep 3. Knocks it down. Lauren Blake. 2 triples in the second quarter, and that bookends these quarter number 2. Indianola leads 31-16. Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show coming up after this. Indianola Activities YouTube at 94.3 KNIA.
Accidents can happen every day and to anyone, from first-time drivers to drivers who have spent their life on the road. Don't let an accident ruin your day. Smith's Collision Center in Indianola is prepared to help you whenever an accident may occur and is ready to get you back on the road in no time. If you have been in an accident and need your vehicle repaired, take it to Smith's Collision Center, located at 710 East 2nd Avenue in Indianola, and let Jeff and his crew do it right for you. Smith's Collision Center, a proud supporter of Indianola High School athletics. Good Samaritan Society in Indianola is committed to providing an unprecedented level of quality service, compassionate care, and range of amenities to ensure the residents enjoy a carefree, fulfilling lifestyle that is tailored to their needs. Proudly serving Warren County and the surrounding Des Moines areas, their friendly, professional staff is dedicated to enhancing your life, bringing you joy, and creating opportunities that care for your whole person. Give them a call today at 515-302-6791 and get the next journey of your life started the right way today.
Community First Credit Union has an auto loan special that will put you in the driver's seat. We offer excellent rates and a quick, easy pre-approval process. You can even apply online. So whether you're buying a new or used car, we'll have you saying, "Keys, please," with a vehicle loan from C First, where together is better. Stop in or apply at c1stcu.com. Subject to credit approval and program qualifications, this credit union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Our team at DeArmond Ford Indianola are committed to giving you an exceptional ownership experience.
As a family-owned business, my dad and I are in the dealership every day to ensure you experience the DeArmond difference.
Our core values of hard work, honesty, trust, and integrity are what we build our business on.
Experience the difference at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola,
where you'll actually enjoy doing business.
The all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola, DeArmondFord.com.
Welcome to the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio Halftime Show. Southtown not only holds the keys to your next vehicle, they want to be a key part of the Indianola community. They do that by giving back to local charities and working with many local businesses. Southtown of Indianola working with you and for you. I'm Andrew Swadner. He's Rob Hawkins. Rob, Indianola girls leading 31-16 here at halftime. Carlisle, it felt like maybe settled down in that second quarter, but Indianola still did a nice job of bookending it and still going to halftime with a 15-point lead.
Absolutely. You know, I think if you would have asked the Indians before the game if they would have had three players, one with 10, another with 10, and another player with 9 points, respectively, being Johnston, Blake, and Ortland, I think if you'd asked Coach if that would have been acceptable to him, I think he would have said absolutely, especially after the offensive output we had against DCG on Friday night.
And not only that, you expect the 10 from Lauren Blake, averaging 20 per game, but it's the scoring from secondary sources. Second leading scorer, Emily Naughton, at 12.3 points per game, scoreless in the first half. Granted, she's playing fantastic defense, basically shutting out Isabel Noring for Carlisle, averaging nearly 10 points per game. She has just 2 at the free throw line. But the scoring's coming from Kinsey Johnston, 10 points in the first quarter, including a couple of triples, and Bryn Ortland, who's been finding her shot as of late with 3 triples, and she has 9. So that's good to see from the Indians, is those scoring from maybe those who aren't averaging the high scores but are still able to put down some of those shots.
Absolutely. Johnston, especially, she is a very good three-point shooter when she gets the ball out in the open, and with the ball rotation that Indianola has had against the zone tonight, they've gotten every look that she's had has been wide open, and that's where Johnston thrives, and it shows. And Lauren Blake and Bryn Ortland, both excellent three-point shooters, and they've hit 7 threes in that first half, and so 31 points total, 21 of those on the three ball, and that's exactly their strong suit.
Well, and when other teams are going to play zone on you, you just take what they give you, and a lot of times that's the corner three. If you're hitting it, it can force them to change it up, and if you keep hitting it, who knows what could happen. But you have to be able to shoot out of the zone, as they're looking to just pack the zone or pack the lane right now against the Indians and really shut off those drives from Blake and Naughton, and it's working right now in favor of the Indians.
One thing you mentioned in the pregame, and it's coming to fruition here in the first half, was the Indians kept taking the best shots that were available to them. I don't think they took a bad shot at all in the first half. Nothing was forced. They took everything that was given to them, and they made the most of it and cashed in on those open looks, resulting in those 7 3-pointers.
Absolutely. So, again, Hannah Graham doing our stats for us. Thanks very much for being our stats intern again for the second straight year. She had Lauren Blake leading the Indians with 3 rebounds as well, and a lot of Indians doing a nice job with a pair of rebounds here and there. But overall, I think pretty good on the defensive rebounding side.
Absolutely. I want to just give a shout-out to Jillian Smith coming in, making the surprise start, and she's just done a fantastic job. Her defensive intensity has been great. She's making herself big. She's already tall anyway, and she's definitely made a mark in the middle there. And so even though Carlisle's been rotating the ball pretty well against some Keeney, especially able to move the ball throughout the Indians' lady-to-lady defense, Jillian has just been there and has made an impact in the game, even though it doesn't really show in the stat line.
Yeah, so the box score is not going to show a lot of that, absolutely, but definitely made her mark on this contest so far. We'll have second half adjustments when we come back. Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio Halftime Show. Indianola girls leading 31-16 on Indianola Activities YouTube, 94.3 KNIA.
I mean, let's face it. In Iowa, when it comes to winter weather, you never know what you're going to get. Wouldn't it be nice to know that whatever's happening outside your furnace is prepared to handle it? With quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning by your side, you'll have the confidence to know you'll have that quality warmth inside all winter long. So when it comes to staying warm this winter, call Joe at Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your local Rheem dealer in Indianola.
The holiday season is upon us, and with that comes the fun of decorating. McCoy True Value in Indianola has all the holiday decorations you're looking for, from trees to lights and their wide variety of holiday ornaments. McCoy True Value has what you need to make this holiday season a little more festive. And don't forget about the extra supplies like extension cords, exterior lights, and if you're like me, the smoke detectors when your family dinner goes wrong. When it comes to the holidays, McCoy True Value in Indianola has you covered. McCoy True Value, service with heart.
Welcome back to the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show. Indianola girls basketball leading 31-16 over county rival Carlisle. I'm Andrew Swadner. He's Rob Hawkins. And Rob, let's do second half adjustments. For me, for Indianola, we liked what we saw in that first quarter with ball movement. Second quarter, maybe the fatigue starting to set in, and knowing that, hey, this is our last game of probably for the next couple of weeks. It is for the next couple of weeks. We got to see that movement back.
Absolutely. I think the key is definitely moving the ball around that zone and then poking holes in that zone, which they did a great job in the first half. By moving the ball into the middle, they were able to get those outside open threes that they cashed in on. Another thing, they're going to have to keep up the defensive intensity because a lot of that offensive prowess was built off of what they were getting on the defensive side. And on defense, they were rotating well. Everybody was stepping in, helping out. They drew, I lost count, I think we're at 5 offensive fouls for Carlisle in that first half.
5 of the 7 committed were offensive fouls by the Wildcats.
Absolutely. So, again, that when you can get to the spot before the offensive player, that says you're rotating well on the ball.
And they have to move to screen you as well, and they got picked off on a couple of those. So
absolutely.
We don't have any other games going on in the areas, but we will have an Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update, and maybe not one you want to hear. Browns 14, Raiders 13. Minute 50 to go in that game. So
yeah, I think the Raiders just got the ball back.
They did.
No timeouts left, so let's go Raiders.
All right, perfect. That wraps up the Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram Radio halftime show. Southtown not only holds the keys to your next vehicle, they want to be a key part of the Indianola community. They do that by giving back to local charities and working with many local businesses. Southtown of Indianola working with you and for you. Back for third quarter action after this on 94.3 KNIA and Indianola Activities YouTube. Girls leading 31-16 over Carlisle.
We all know living in Iowa, the winter weather is never consistent. 1 minute warm, the next cold. Are you prepared for the ups and downs this winter? If not, you better take your vehicle to Keller's. Keller's Garage in Indianola can make sure your vehicle is ready for any chaos winter might bring by making sure it's performing at its best. And don't forget about your tires. Keller's Garage can make sure you have the power tread on your tires to make sure you're not left slipping and sliding when Mother Nature shows up. Make sure you're ready for Iowa winter by simply taking it to Keller's Garage in Indianola.
Stop into your local Indianola Hy-Vee now through the 21st to take advantage of their newest deals. Earn 5 cents off per gallon in fuel saver with the purchase of a bakery fresh 12-inch apple or pumpkin pie. King's Hawaiian rolls are 2 for $7. Hy-Vee yogurt is on sale 10 for $4. And Hy-Vee corn or green beans are 39 cents. Kraft natural cheese is 4 for $9. And General Mills family-sized cereal is 2 for $5. So stop into your local Indianola Hy-Vee today to take advantage of these great deals.
Welcome back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA Indianola Activities YouTube. Indians girls leading Carlisle 31-16. Carlisle outscoring Indianola in that second quarter to come back into this contest, but the Indians with a 3 from Lauren Blake to put them back up 15. He's Rob Hawkins, I'm Andrew Swadner, and it's Wildcats ball to start quarter number 3. And Naughton starting it off basically the way she did in that first half, face-up defense on Isabel Noring. She gets by her, goes straight to the hoop, layup is up, not good, gets her own rebound, however, tries to kick it back out. It swings all the way around Keeney, fakes right, goes left, Indianola doing a nice job on the defensive boards in that first half, and a miss by Keeney goes straight into the hands of Kinsey Johnston.
Great rebound by Johnson to start the half.
Pass gets over, Jill Smith with a 3 is up, no good. Good look from the Indians, and Sage Austin pulls down the rebound. Just did want to make a correction on my stat sheet. Sage Austin had 2 points. I credited to Keeney earlier, so Austin with 2 points, Keeney with 4. 7:15 to go. Nice post move down low from Keeney. Layup is up, no good, and Johnston with another rebound, gets it over to Naughton, and Indianola's on the move. Finds Blake in the lane. Turnaround shot is blocked. Nice defensive play from the Wildcats. Pitts over the top, finds Noring down low, and her layup is blocked by Naughton, and no scoring. A minute gone by in the third quarter, but plenty of swats by both defenses.
Looks like a block party out here.
Normally you'd have to go supervise that, right?
Absolutely. We're going to be getting calls if this continues.
Under 7 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Pitts has the ball, now swings it left side. Noring for the Wildcats. Now deep three is up, no good. Ortland with the rebound. 6:47 to go, quarter number 3, and Indianola leading 31-16. Into the corner, Naughton. She'll take the three, knocks it down. She doesn't shoot many, but when she does, a pretty good percentage there for Naughton, and the lead is back up to 18.
And that, a great start by the Indians right there. Their defense is key in the offense, and again, they're looking pretty good after that rest at halftime.
Pass gets over to Pitts. Now Austin, right wing Noring. Well defended by Naughton on the shot fake as she tried to drive inside, kick back out. Freeman, three-pointers up, no good. Blake with the rebound. Here comes Indianola. Their biggest lead has been 19. They can try and break that now. Ortland, three-pointers up. That one's too strong, and the rebound into the hands of Keeney. Keeney over the top finds Noring. Dribbling down, nearly lost it, but gets it back over to Keeney, wide open for three, and she'll answer. Katie Keeney, the Wildcats' leading scorer, gets one to go down, and she's got 7. Back to Blake, who tries the answer for 3, and she knocks it down. Blake already with 13 points, her last 9 coming on triples.
Lauren doing a nice job there answering that bell.
Pitts drives inside, off-kilter shot is going to go out of bounds off of the Indians. Looked like maybe Johnston got a piece of that and tipped it out, and it will be Wildcats ball underneath their own hoop. Indianola leading 37-19.
The intensity by the Indians is still up on defense.
Pitts kicks it, tried to go out to Freeman, and it will be over and back for the Wildcats. I think that pass was intended to go to Freeman right away in the beginning, and Pitts ran over, grabbed it, and then tried to get it out to Freeman, and an unfortunate turnover for Carlisle with 5:32 left to go, quarter number 3.
I think Carlisle needs to continue to pound the ball in the middle to be successful.
Naughton gets it back up top. Smith back to Naughton. Into the corner. Ortland down low. Blake up and under. Great post move. Layup is up and in. And Lauren Blake, beautiful down low.
Spectacular move by Lauren.
Gets the lead up to 20, the biggest it's been. 39-19. Pitts deep three is up, no good. Long rebound is going to be tipped up. Blake dives to the floor for it, but Austin comes up with it. She dribbles right side. Cross-court pass is going to be nearly stolen away by Naughton, but Noring comes up with it. Dribbles baseline, back up top. Dribbles it inside Pitts, into the corner. Austin, she'll take the deep 2, and she hits. Austin with a nice 2, puts it up and in. Carlisle sticking with the Indians despite the lead being 18. Kind of refusing to go away here despite being almost halfway through the third. DeArmond Ford, in case you missed it, Indianola raining threes to start. And Lauren Blake with a nice post move leads to all the scoring. And now back to Blake again for 3. That one's off the back of the rim. No, Ortland tried to tip out the rebound, but it was tipped up by Freeman and controlled by the Wildcats. Keeney. Dribbling right side, looks to get the ball down low. Austin up and under, nice left-handed layup is up, no good. Over the top, rebound picked up by Freeman. Her putback shot is up, no good. And it's rebounded by Johnston, and here comes Ortland for the Indians. Dribbling left, back up top, Blake. Indianola being very patient here. If there is going to be energy to be saved in this game, you're going to have to try and find it on the offensive end, although that's not, again, what you look for, Rob, as pass gets inside Blake. Shot fake, splits the defense. Layup is up, no good, but a whistle is called with 3:52 left to go in quarter number 3.
Another great pass into the middle and placed really only where Blake could get to it, and then she drives to the basket, can't complete it, but now she's going to shoot 2 here.
Pitts with her third foul, first whistle of the third quarter. Blake makes free throw number 1. Let's also say that if you want to be our fan of the game, that's presented by Godfather's Express. You can win a free single-topping large pizza. So if you'd like to be our fan of the game, stop by Godfather's Express to register. Then listen to our next Indianola broadcast to see if you're our fan of the game, presented by Godfather's Express. So we see Brianne White come into the game for Carlisle. Blake's second free throw is up and in. First 2 free throws from Indianola tonight.
Which is hard to believe when we're under 4 minutes in the third quarter.
Absolutely, and as aggressive they've been. Noring gets it back into the backcourt. Tipped away by Ortland. Right to Blake. Left-handed layup. No, uses her right hand. Ortland with an offensive rebound. Her putback shot is up no good. Gets it again. Realizes she's into the land of the trees and pulls it all the way back out. Naughton back up top. Smith, she'll take the wide open three. No good. Johnston with an offensive rebound. Tipped it out to Ortland. Back up top, Blake. Cross-court pass to Naughton again. Indianola with a couple of opportunities here. Blake dribbling left side. Indianola setting up their offense. Cross-court pass into the corner. Ortland wide open for three. Too short, no good. Tipped out again to the Indians, and Ortland grabs it.
Great offensive rebound and keeping this possession alive now for almost a minute.
Their fourth chance at it here, and Blake just holds it, gets it over to Ortland.
Passing is really crisp tonight.
Inside, Blake puts up a shot off the back of the rim. No, Johnston had the offensive rebound. It was tipped out by Carlisle, and Indianola will get another chance at it here with 2:53 to go. They can put in some buckets here, and it'll be a McCoy True Value timeout. I was ready to have our Raise the Roof moment of the game presented by the Indianola YMCA, but let's do a full Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. Indianola leads 41-21 with just about 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Not very many whistles, just one foul on Carlisle, none on the Indians. He's Rob Hawkins, and I'm Andrew Swadner, and a McCoy True Value timeout being called on the floor. And Rob, I think this is about the pace Carlisle wants to play at, but unfortunately they just dug themselves too big of a hole earlier, and it's harder to come back when you trail 23-4 at the end of the first.
Absolutely, and Indianola's defense has been somewhat suffocating tonight, and the shots that are good, they're just not making, and then they're also forcing Carlisle into a few quick shots that are probably ill-advised, but either way, the defense is really stifling, and I actually thought one of the keys coming into the game was going to be the Carlisle defense, but to be honest with you, I feel like the Indianola defense is keying this entire basketball game.
Really, I don't want to say a step up because DCG is a very talented team, but this is the effort that they need to produce.
Absolutely.
Night in and night out. Pass gets into the corner, Naughton shot fake, dribbles back out, finds Blake. Up top, Ortland. As we resume play coming out of the McCoy True Value timeout, 2:45 to go in the third. This possession has spanned 4 offensive rebounds and now gets into the corner for Ortland and over a minute of offense. Back up top to Naughton, and Indianola being very patient. Pass gets over Johnston left wing. Back up top to Jill Smith, now right wing, Lauren Blake. Inside finds Naughton on the elbow, splits the defense, layup is up, no good, and finally the possession comes to a close with a rebound from Carlisle.
Well, what patience demonstrated by the Indians there.
Pass gets into the corner. Deep three from the Wildcats is up, no good, but a long rebound picked up by Carlisle, and Keeney will double dribble. Just looked like she lost control of it there, and Indianola will have their first substitute of the second half with Bryn Bishop coming into the game, giving Jill Smith a quick rest.
Again, Blake with great defense tonight, too, being matched up with Keeney.
Pass gets left side, Ortland. Over the top, Naughton again, Indianola looking to flash to the middle, cross-court over to Ortland. Setting those screens down to the corner, Johnston. Swings it around Ortland, Indianola being very patient over the top. Pass is tipped up by Noring and stolen away, and Carlisle forces a turnover. Pass gets right side, Sievers. Dribbling around, splits the defense, and is fouled on her way through the lane. I don't think ever had intentions of shooting, so it will be on the floor. But that is on Ortland. Her first, team first of the second half. And Smith comes back in for Ortland. Not very long rests on the bench there.
Nope, Carlisle closing out really nice on the last 2 possessions.
Noring gets it over to Keeney. Looking down low, finally gets it up top into the hands of White. White setting things up for Carlisle. Left side. Looking down low, and an offensive foul is going to be called against the Wildcats again. Those moving screens, that's on Brooke White. Her first, team second, and already up to 6 offensive fouls for Carlisle, and I think it's been pretty consistent on those moving screens so far.
Yeah, they've called them every single time. I think if there wasn't any offensive fouls called, we wouldn't have any in the game.
Yeah, barely any as pass gets into the corner for Bishop. She'll take the 3 off the back of the rim. No.
Oh.
Smith goes in. Great rebound. Gets it over to Johnston and gets another possession for the Indians. Nearly throws it away, but Bishop picks it up on the other side as it was intended for Blake through the middle, and it goes all the way to Bryn Bishop.
What a great box out by Jillian Smith to keep this possession alive.
Pass gets over to Blake. Goes down low for Naughton, a little bit too high for her, and Justin tried to save it in and hit the back of the backboard, and she has a bit of a laugh about it as she comes down the floor. Good effort, but unfortunately just a little bit off target.
Definitely, that would have been a good hustle play, Sports Center top 10, if she'd have been able to get that to somebody.
The goal is to try and throw that one somehow through the backboard and then the rim and maybe get it to go down. I don't know. We're just spitballing here. End of the third quarter. Pass over the top. Nearly stolen away by Johnston, and it gets over left side for Pitts. Keeney, back to Pitts. She'll take the three. Short, no good. Carlisle tracks down the offensive rebound underneath, however. Back to Keeney. Goes, splits the lane. Layup is up and in, and Keeney with a nice finish has 5 in the third quarter. And Indianola's lead 41-23, 33 seconds to go in quarter number 3, and it looks like the Indians are holding for the final shot here.
That was a nice up and under move by Keeney. Again, she's really strong going to the basket tonight.
9 points for Keeney, averages 10.9 per game as Naughton resets the 5-second count, dribbling left side, 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. Blake now back to Naughton. Back to Blake, right wing, 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Back up top to Naughton. Swings it around. They try to get it to Blake into the corner. Well defended by the Wildcats. Driving inside, puts up a floater. Blake has it rattle around and does not fall. But that does it for quarter number 3. Indianola leads 41-23. Back after this for the final 8 minutes on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
The game is about to start, and the guests are about to arrive. Did you forget about the food? Don't worry. Godfather's Pizza Express in Indianola has you covered. Stop into one of their 2 Indianola locations at 1201 North Jefferson Way or 2001 West 2nd Avenue and carry out one of your favorite Godfather's famous pizzas, or have it delivered. The Godfather Pizza Express at 1201 North Jefferson Way offers delivery from 4 to 9 p.m., Friday through Sundays. Get a great Godfather's Pizza at a great price. Godfather's Pizza Express in Indianola.
Your Indianola YMCA would like to invite you to stop by your local Y and discover the many benefits of belonging to a nonprofit organization dedicated to building strong kids, strong families, and strong communities. Improve your health and fitness, learn new skills, connect with others. It's all waiting for you at the Y. They'd love to give you a tour and offer you a free pass so you can try the Y for yourself. Call or stop in today and find out more. Your Indianola YMCA, it's where you belong.
Back inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth on 94.3 KNIA. Indianola girls basketball leading 41-23 to start quarter number 4. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swadner inside the Indianola Hy-Vee radio broadcast booth as Lauren Blake starts off the quarter with a triple and puts Indianola back up by 21, their biggest lead of the night, and that's tonight's Raise the Roof moment of the game presented by the Indianola YMCA. No matter where you are on your journey, the Y is where you can be, belong, and become. Explore their offerings to discover new ways to connect your purpose, potential, and each other at the Indianola YMCA. Carlisle tries to answer with a triple, and the rebound will go off of Jillian Smith and out of bounds. And Wildcats ball underneath, but Rob, exactly the way the Indians wanted to start, and it feels like at this point they're just too much in control.
Yeah, that was the 10th three-point basket made by Indianola girls tonight.
Turnaround shot by the Wildcats is up no good, and then an offensive rebound will be picked up by Carlisle. And that will send Riley Sievers to the free throw line for Carlisle's 5th and 6th chances. Indianola just 2 of 2 at the line.
You can see the confidence that the Indianola girls have shooting the basketball. They are just firing on the cylinders tonight.
So miss there by Carlisle. Indianola Municipal Utilities instant radio update coming in, and Las Vegas survives.
That's
Cleveland.
What I'm talking about.
16-14 is our final there, and paying attention to that game. We're going to have Pella Christian boys basketball here on in just a couple minutes on our sister station, 92.1 KRLS, as the Indians have the ball. So we'll be getting some updates from there as Naughton drives inside, finds a cutting Jill Smith, nearly had it knocked out of her hands, and just put up a great look, but a great pass.
Great pass. Good vision right there, even though we didn't get the finish.
Keeney dribbles around left side. Back to Keeney into the corner for the Wildcats. 6:50 to go. Keeney with a deep triple is up no good at Jill Smith. Great rebound. I was going to say great box out, and gets over to Blake. Blake on the move, finds Naughton into the corner. Dribbling baseline. Tries to go up and under, kicks it back out. Bishop now swings it around Blake. Thought about a three, dribbles left, splits the defense. Layup is up and in, and a foul is called. Count the bucket. And Lauren Blake has just taken over this game. Already 12 points in the second half.
Blake with the emphatic fist pump after that one goes in and gets the and one.
I would say Indianola has scored in this second half. Doing some quick Minnesota math up here. They led 31-16 at halftime. All but 3 of the Indians' points in this second quarter. As misses the free throw, or in this second half, I should say. Naughton with the only other 3 is dribbling down and carried by Carlisle. And Keeney just lost control there for a second. With 6.5 to go, might see the bench start to open up here a little bit from the Indians.
Yep, looks like Keely Grubel's coming into the game.
Sophomore Keely Grubel, I believe, if not first varsity minutes, has 1 rebound at the varsity level, so getting some quality time here as Naughton dribbles left side straight to the hoop. How did she even get that layup up? It's no good as Noring grabs it. Coming down the floor, Sievers, shot fake into the lane. Down low, Noring, nice look. Layup is up and in. And Noring gets her first field goal of the day, has 4 points. And the lead is back to 20, 46-26. Naughton triple from the corners up no good. And Keeney secures it for Carlisle. Keeney dribbling inside, splits the defense. Layup is up no good. Johnston with a great job of standing still on defense. Keeney knew she'd draw the charge if she got any contact. Grubel's pass tipped up and stolen away by Noring. Noring down the floor, looking over the top, down low, finds Pitts. Pitts on the block, layup is up and in, and Pitts with a nice 2 for Carlisle gets the lead back down to 18, 46-28. Indians being a little careless with the ball over the last couple of possessions.
Yep, they need to just get back in to settle in and taking those best shots that we've been talking about all night.
Grubel dribbles left and has the ball kicked by the Wildcats as she drove inside. 5:22 left to go in the ball game. Again, Indianola leading 46-28, and we'll throw the ball in on the baseline near the corner. Pass gets in. Blake, shot fake, has it knocked away, and it's picked up by Sievers. Sievers has her dribble knocked away by Smith and goes right to Johnston. Grubel looking down low, Naughton. Spins around baseline, up top Blake. Maybe had a shot there, but opting to take the more patient approach of a cross-out. Pass gets into the corner. Smith wide open for 3. Off the back of the rim, no. Johnston secures the offensive rebound. Back to Grubel, and Indianola resets back to Naughton. Was hoping Smith might be rewarded for some of her play by hitting an outside shot, but not to be tonight. As Naughton dribbles around and is fouled by Noring, and she tries to get around the defender. And that is the 3rd on Noring, team 4th.
Noring and Naughton have been matched up all night, and Noring picking up her 3rd foul there, but that's a lot of work to try to keep up with Naughton all night long.
It's been a really fun matchup all night long as well, as Blake has to throw it in all the way into the backcourt for Naughton. 4:47 to go in this contest, and Indianola leads 46-28. Naughton splits the defense, goes right to the hoop. Layup is up, does not fall, and a nice rebound picked up by Sage Austin. Still another good take, if not the finish. Noring dribbling left side, spin move, goes right into the lane. Layup is up, and a great finish from Noring as she's got 4 in a row for the Carlisle Wildcats. And a McCoy True Value timeout is going to be taken on the floor. Let's do a Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine game reset. 4:28 to go in the ball game. The lead is down to 16, 46-30. Indianola leads. Indians with 2 team fouls. Wildcats with 4 team fouls.
The Indians just need to focus on controlling the clock the rest of the way here and continuing to just take those best shots available. They've kind of abandoned that here in just probably the last couple minutes here. But I think, they're just kind of getting fatigued. You can see it. They're standing around a little bit more and trying to force some shots.
Stamina definitely an issue at this point for the Indians. They have just gone into the 7th player off their bench, or I should say 2nd player off the bench, played their 7th player total in Keely Grubel getting some minutes as we see Naughton get the pass up to Blake, who tips it up to Grubel. Nice look down low for Johnston, has it knocked out of her hands and out of bounds, and it will be Indianola ball underneath as they break the press with 4:19 left to go in the contest.
That was a nice look by Grubel down to Johnson. Johnson just got the ball knocked away there.
So Indianola ball underneath. They try to get it to Blake, and it will go up top, and finally gets it out into the corner, and it looked like she was aiming for Jill Smith, and there's an unfortunate turnover there by the Indians, and Carlisle with a chance to keep digging into this lead with 4:19 remaining.
Checking back in for the Indians, number 11, Bishop.
Bryn Bishop will come back on for Grubel. Good minutes from the sophomore.
It's always good as a young player to get that experience.
4:15 and counting. Dribbling right side, Pitts. And we're going to get an illegal screen again on Carlisle. They're just really calling that. It was away from the ball on Sage Austin, and I think we've both said it multiple times. We haven't really seen this much as Noring really steals the ball away on the inbounds pass, and then Naughton commits the foul, and Noring with a great hustle play, stealing a possession away from the Indians and getting Naughton her third foul with 4:11 to go in this ball game.
That's the first time I've heard the Carlisle crowd say something about the foul call there.
Yeah, and that one was really tough as deep three coming up for Sievers. It's up no good, and Blake with the rebound. And here come the Indians again, looking to be patient with 4 minutes to go in the ball game. Pass left side, Naughton. Her and Noring have been battling all game long, and now trying to dribble it out is Naughton. Pass gets left side, Johnston. Knocked away and out of her hands by Keeney. Keeney going one on none. Here comes Blake. Shot fake is up and in. And Keeney with a nice two gets her first points of the fourth quarter. And don't blink, Rob. Lead is down to 14 points.
And it's a good thing that clock's ticking down to 3:30 left in this fourth quarter.
And they're going to get an over and back call on the Indians. And Carlisle with a lot of momentum now. This game has been, I'll say, out of reach for quite a while. But all of a sudden, feels like the Wildcats have a lot of momentum, and with 3:34 remaining, and the lead is as low as it's been here in this second half.
Yeah, the Wildcats definitely have some pep in their step, and the Indians are just struggling to keep up right now. I definitely think fatigue is working against them right now. Hopefully they can just take a breath here and remember that they're working from ahead, and the key here is to not play to lose, but to continue to play to win.
Yeah. Absolutely. In case you missed it, presented by DeArmond Ford, Carlisle has gone on a bit of a run here in the fourth quarter. They're outscoring the Indians 9-5, and they've gotten the lead down to 14, 46-32. We're in a McCoy True Value timeout called by head coach Jeff Jansen. And, you know, he still has 2 timeouts. I'm curious to see how many of these timeouts taken will be catch-your-breath timeouts at this point. Normally you save them for when you need them, but with such a short bench tonight, Coach Jansen might be forced to just call one after a long offensive or defensive set.
Absolutely, and hopefully we don't get into a situation where all of a sudden you're tactically gonna need those timeouts, and you've used them on rest breaks.
So it'll be Carlisle ball, 3:34 remaining in the ball game. Pass gets up top. Into the hands right side, Austin. Now back out to Pitts. Nearly lost her footing, but back to Austin. Dribbling right, now goes left, gets a nice screen, goes into the lane, jumper is up off the side of the rim, no, travels for her own rebound, and it's going to be picked up, and a jump ball is going to be called. Carlisle ball underneath their own basket with 3:20 to go, but another decent look for the Wildcats on offense.
Yeah, that was a nice pass into the middle, and Keeney took the shot.
Pass gets out, Austin. Down low, into the ground, back out, three-pointer. Hits! And another triple for Katie Keeney, and this lead is now 11, 46-35 as Blake dribbles out of a triple team. Pass gets into the corner, Kinsey Johnston, shot fake back up to Naughton. Under 3 minutes to go. Blake has it.
What was once a comfortable lead.
Now dribbles inside, misses the floater, and Johnston with the rebound, but a jump ball will be called. Nice job by Carlisle. It will be Indianola ball, but yeah, down to 11 points, and all of a sudden it feels like the Wildcats really have the upper hand here.
Well, I think the pace of the game now is favoring Carlisle.
Yeah, you can just see Indianola kind of dragging as Naughton gets the pass in, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds. Will be Indianola ball underneath again with 2:50 remaining in this contest, and I don't think there's an easy answer for this, but Coach Jansen trying to find some sort of easy points here. Pass gets in, Blake underneath, layup is up and in, and talking about easy points, they get it to Blake on the inbound, and she gets the nice two and gets the lead back up to 13.
They really needed that basket.
Noring, cross-court pass, Pitts goes into the lane, goes right into the teeth of the defense, and Jill Smith had it, and I think they're going to whistle another offensive foul.
Yeah, that was good position right there for Naughton.
Fourth on Pitts.
Yeah, 2 Indians going to the floor there, and so one of them got the foul call.
Naughton double-teamed and is going to be fouled by Austin, it looks like, and that will send Naughton to the free throw line with 2:35 to go. And looked like Carlisle had it down to 11 and a chance to get another stop, maybe get it into single digits, but that a layup by Lauren Blake right now is my DeArmond Ford key play of the game nominee. It felt like it just kind of settled the game down, got the lead back to 13, and as time is ticking away, the Indians just look like they need to make their free throws as Naughton can't. Blake grabbed the rebound but had it knocked out of her hands. Indianola 2 of 4 from the line tonight, and now it's Carlisle ball again. Keeney dribbling right side, picks up her dribble, gets it down low. Sievers back up into the hands of White, dribbling left. Now back over to Austin, back to Keeney. Crossover into the lane, nice spin move. Turnaround shot is up too strong, and Smith with a rebound. Smith has it into the backcourt, double-teamed. Nearly had it taken away and is going to be fouled by the Wildcats with 2:07 to go, and that will send Jill Smith to the free throw line for 1-1, 8th team foul on the Wildcats.
When you work so hard to play catch-up like Carlisle has this entire basketball game, at some point the wheels do kind of start to fall off, and you can kind of start to feel that momentum shifting back to Indianola just as suddenly as it was taken away.
All that work to get it to 11 points as Jill Smith misses the free throw, and 2 minutes to go in this contest. Three-pointer from White is up, in and out, no good. And a great box out from both Bryn Bishop and Emily Naughton allows Lauren Blake to grab the rebound. Blake dribbling in and out of a triple team, goes straight down the lane, layup is up, and floater puts it in. Blake with 9 fourth-quarter points gets the lead back up to 15, and that just might do it.
Yeah, I think
and Noring's going to drag her foot and travel, and another inadvertent turnover for Carlisle, but credit to the Wildcats this entire second half. The lead was up to 20, didn't give up, got it down to 11, and have made the Indians work for this one.
They are a scrappy team, and I think they should be very proud of the way they're playing tonight. What great effort.
Yeah, dribbles baseline, kicks it over Smith, layup is up, and Jill finally gets one to go. Tons of good looks, and that is now rewarded for her hard work.
Got in the box score.
52-35, a minute 20 to go, quarter number 4. That's left side Keeney, dribbling up, left-handed layup is up, no good. Blake with a rebound. Off in the open court, finds Smith ahead of everybody, and Smith back-to-back layups are up and in.
Great job looking up the floor by Lauren Blake there.
Noring, cross-court pass to White, down low Noring on the block. Defended by Naughton, turns around, goes right into Kinsey Johnston. A lot of contact. Johnston went straight up, and now gets it over to Blake, and they get it over to Bryn Bishop. Over the top pass is going to be stolen away. No, as Johnston had to try and not go over and back. Really tough play as Carlisle forced the turnover there, but a heads-up play from Kinsey Johnston, again, with 12 points in that first half. Playing a fantastic game.
Yep, things got a little chippy down there, a little pushing and shoving there.
Indians look to be pretty wiped at this point, with just 47.8 seconds remaining. Indianola leads by 19, 54-35. Cross-court pass, nearly stolen away by Bishop, but it gets into the hands of White. White down low. Turnaround shot is up, no good, and a travel is going to be called on Maddie Watts.
And I think it's certainly of note to point out the Indians playing pretty aggressive game without a good ball handler in Mara Bishop tonight.
Yeah, and that's huge against the press in a zone. So Jill Smith has it up to Bryn Bishop, finds Naughton, and with 30 seconds to go, Indianola with a chance to dribble this one out. Carlisle going to be coming out and playing defense as Blake dribbling on the right side. I don't think Indianola will take any forced shots as Blake dribbles it over back to Smith, back to Blake, and with 18 seconds to go, Indians lead 54-35, 15 seconds. Blake splits the defense, gets it over to Naughton. 10 seconds. And Naughton resets the 5-second call, 5 seconds, and that will do it. Indianola starts off the doubleheader with a win over Warren County rival Carlisle, 54-35. Rick Wilson's walking it out down in Florida. We'll have post-game coverage coming up after this on 94.3 KNIA, Indianola Activities YouTube.
I mean, let's face it. In Iowa, when it comes to winter weather, you never know what you're going to get. Wouldn't it be nice to know that whatever's happening outside your furnace is prepared to handle it? With quality plumbing, heating, and air conditioning by your side, you'll have the confidence to know you'll have that quality warmth inside all winter long. So when it comes to staying warm this winter, call Joe at Quality Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, your local Rheem dealer in Indianola.
There's more to a dealership than just sales and service. At Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Indianola, their experienced parts department has all the high-quality factory parts to keep your vehicle running smoothly, even when the cold weather comes. And if you're in the market for a new or used Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram car, SUV, or pickup, their top-notch finance department has you covered and can get you out on the road in the vehicle you're looking for quickly and smoothly. From parts and service to financing on your next ride, think Southtown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram of Indianola.
Stop into your local Indianola Hy-Vee now through the 21st to take advantage of their newest deals. Earn 5 cents off per gallon in Fuel Saver with the purchase of a bakery fresh 12-inch apple or pumpkin pie. King's Hawaiian Rolls are 2 for $7, Hy-Vee yogurt is on sale 10 for $4, and Hy-Vee corn or green beans are 39 cents. Kraft Natural Cheese is 4 for $9, and General Mills family-size cereal is 2 for $5. So stop into your local Indianola Hy-Vee today to take advantage of these great deals.
Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is continuing to offer top-notch orthopedic care during these challenging times, and we are expanding. Here to serve you for your comprehensive orthopedic and sports medicine needs locally in Indianola, and with an exciting new service in our Clive location for orthopedic walk-in care, no appointment needed. Capital Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, getting you back in the game. For more information and a list of services, go to dsmcapitalortho.com.
Welcome back to Indianola High School and the Greater Iowa Credit Union Radio post-game show. Get up to $200 cash in your pocket when you get your auto loan with Greater Iowa Credit Union. Terms and conditions may apply. He's Rob Hawkins. I'm Andrew Swanner. Indianola girls win 54-35 to take down Carlisle in their last game of 2021. And Rob, my initial thoughts are good all-around performance from the Indians. Lauren Blake, I'll say with a quiet 26 points. Hard to go unnoticed for 26, but this really felt like a team effort, especially shorthanded.
Absolutely. The defense was just phenomenal tonight, and, it really sparked the entire game and really ran counter to exactly what I thought was going to happen tonight. I thought the Carlisle defense was going to dictate the tempo of the game. And Indianola said, no, not so fast. I think we're going to handle that. And, Coach Jansen has to be thoroughly pleased with the overall effort tonight on both defense and offense because I don't think they've had an effort like that this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, maybe a couple times early, I thought the North Polk game in their opener was pretty good, but this one just kind of felt like their best overall start-to-finish defensive effort. My D. Armand Ford Radio key play of the game, I think it has to be the Lauren Blake layup after Carlisle battled all the way back. You could tell the Indians were so tired at the end. Got the lead back down to 11, and the inbounds pass from Naughton to Blake just kind of felt like, all right, let's shut the door here and let's come away with a win.
Yeah, that was definitely an exclamation point moment of the night. I also want to just point out that when Kenzie Johnston hit their second three-pointer to start the game in the first quarter, I felt that was an exclamation point as well, saying, hey, we're here and we're going to have a good game tonight too. Kenzie really got the team off to a great start with her hot shooting.
Absolutely. So my key player of the game, I'll do first half for Kenzie Johnston, second half for Jillian Smith. And because Kenzie's shots in that first half, like you mentioned, so big and opening up that Carlisle defense and kind of forcing them to play out in the corners a lot more than what we saw on film against DCG. I'm sure Carlisle saw that Indianola was really struggling to make those. Kenzie did a great job, and I thought Jillian Smith in that second half, so many great rebounds. She ended up with 5 rebounds, getting her first start for Mara Bishop. And to me, it's players like those that make winning teams, and she did a great job tonight.
Absolutely. Jillian did everything right to help the team win tonight in a spot start. Not sure how much advance notice she had, but you know what? She went out there and looked like she's been playing all season and she just brings so much added dimension to this Indians team, and she's a player who knows exactly how to fill whatever role Coach Jansen needs her to fill, and she definitely did that admirably tonight. And a lot of what she did wasn't going to appear in a box score until those two nice layups at the end of the ball game, but she definitely was a major factor in the Indians' victory tonight.
Absolutely, and that's our DeArmond Ford Radio Key play and player of the game. You'll enjoy doing business with DeArmond Ford and DeArmondFord.com. And I'm also counting Lauren Blake's layup. It wasn't necessarily a drive to the basket, but it was so important, and a layup at the basket. That's tonight's Drive to the Basket presented by Z's Eatery and Draft House. So stop in and make sure you enjoy some of the best food in Indianola at the best prices. Fill up at Z's Eatery and Draft House before the next big game. Any final thoughts before we split things off, go to boys coverage here?
First off, I want to say thanks for having me up in the booth tonight. It's been a pleasure. Can't wait for the next game. But just a real fun game to watch tonight. I know going into Christmas break, that's exactly what the Indianola coaching staff was hoping for. And guess what? They delivered. And I feel really good for the girls and all the work they've put in this first semester and heading into the break. And now they get some much-deserved time off.
Yeah, and they're probably going to be sleeping pretty good tonight with how many, just a lack of a little bit of a bench here tonight for the Indians. They win 54-35. That wraps up the Greater Iowa Credit Union Radio post-game show. Get up to $200 cash in your pocket when you get your auto loan with Greater Iowa Credit Union. Terms and conditions may apply. We'll take a short timeout. Boys coverage coming up after this to end the doubleheader against Carlisle. Girls win 54-35. I want to count out for today's local sports is KNIA, as well as Indianola Activities YouTube.
At Z's Eatery and Draft House. At Z's Eatery and Draft House in Indianola, they take pride in the quality of meat used for each and every meal. That's why they use local meat to make sure the food delivered to your table is the best you could have ordered, and a big reason why Z's Eatery and Draft House has been recognized for one of the best tenderloins in Iowa. Stop in today and try one of the best tenderloins in Iowa and some of the best food in Indianola. Z's Eatery and Draft House. Great taste and good times. Proud supporters of Indianola High School athletics. The game is about to start, and the guests are about to arrive. Did you forget about the food? Don't worry. Godfather's Pizza Express in Indianola has you covered. Stop into one of their two Indianola locations at 1201 North Jefferson Way or 2001 West 2nd Avenue and carry out one of your favorite Godfather's famous pizzas, or have it delivered. The Godfather Pizza Express at 1201 North Jefferson Way offers delivery from 4 to 9 p.m., Friday through Sundays. Get a great Godfather's Pizza at a great price. Godfather's Pizza Express in Indianola.
Stop into your local Indianola Hy-Vee now through the 21st to take advantage of their newest deals. Earn 5 cents off per gallon in Fuel Saver with the purchase of a Bakery Fresh 12-inch apple or pumpkin pie. King's Hawaiian Rolls are 2 for $7, Hy-Vee Yogurt is on sale 10 for $4, and Hy-Vee Corn or Green Beans are 39 cents. Kraft Natural Cheese is 4 for $9, and General Mills Family Size Cereal is 2 for $5. So stop into your local Indianola Hy-Vee today to take advantage of the